Okay, take two. So my first video did not work, and that was the easy get ready with me everyday work look, and that didn't work. So now you are going to get a going out look because Jim and I have a date night, so that's what we're gonna be doing. So I'm just gonna start at the top and go through what I do. A few disclaimers before I even start. Clearly, Mama of 4 has a lot going on, so at any moment somebody could walk in and be needing something. Elliot could wake up from a nap, who knows. Second disclaimer, please be kind. I hate my skin, I hate the way it looks, so it's hard to kind of get on here and expose yourself to the public, but I'm doing this because I love it and I want to share my love for that with the people that I love, so that's what we're doing. And I'm just going through what I do. I will try to be as descriptive as possible and try to be as thorough as possible, but I'm not professional, I'm not a YouTuber, and I'm just kind of doing what I do. So I hope you enjoy, and I'm just going to start at the beginning and show you what I use and how I do it. So hopefully my video won't die, somebody won't call me, and we'll actually get to post this. So good luck. I'm going to start by just doing my multi-active toner. This is from Dermalogica. I really like this one. It was on sale at Meijer's the other day, and I stocked up on 3 of them. This is normally like $36 at Ulta, and I think I got it for like $18, so it was a really good deal. So I just spray it all over first, so that's what we're starting with. Then I like to use a moisturizer. I have two. I have the Intensive Moisture Balance, and then I have the Skin Smoothing Cream. So it depends what you need. It depends what time of the month it is. It depends on a lot of things. If this is working. Right now my phone, that's also what I'm using, is sitting on top of a tissue box. So I hope that you can hear me now that I think about it. Well, we'll find out. I use both depending on, I also put some in different areas, so I'm going in with the Intensive Moisture Balance from Dermalogica now, for chin, nose, kind of all over, I guess. And then next I use the Dermalogica Total Eye Care. And this is tinted, and I think it's tinted to help with like a color corrector, as color up some under the eye darkness. So and that's what I do next. So that kind of goes for my everyday, no matter what I'm doing. I usually do those 3 things, and I am fresh out of the shower, so my face is clean. So then you can kind of see my layout. Trying to be more organized this time. I go in with a POREfessional primer. This helps to minimize pores. I do find that it works. It also helps to mattify your skin, which and when it's summer, it's nice to have that. I kind of wipe it on first, and I put it down here. Not everybody does, but I do. And then you kind of pat it in. And this helps to kind of mattify your skin and eliminate some pores. Some, obviously not all. Then I go in with foundation. I'm kind of in the middle of foundation currently, because I ran out of my favorite kind right now, which sounds crazy, but right now I'm using the Wet n Wild foundation, the Photo Focus foundation. You can get this anywhere. It's like $5. You can get it at Walmart, you can get it at Meijer's, you can get it at, apparently Ann said that you could get it at the dollar store, so thanks Ann for that. But I ran out and I'm practically out of it, and I kind of want a little bit more full coverage today. This is full coverage, but it takes a while to layer up, so I'm going to use something different. I also use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, or sorry, Pro Glow. I usually use the Pro Matte during winter, but during summer this color is a little darker, and this is the Pro Glow, and it has more of a, I can't think of the word, a glowy finish, I guess. So I will use this, and then the other one I use a lot is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1. This is in medium beige, and this you can get at Meijer's. Also inexpensive. These are all drugstore foundations. I have other ones, but for some reason I always use these. So I'm going to go in and do foundation first. I'm a full coverage kind of girl. I have a lot of imperfections, a lot of blemishes. So I do full coverage. So if you're not a full coverage kind of person, then this is not going to help you a ton, but you can still kind of see like the order I do things in and how I make it work. If you could also do a lighter foundation, not as full coverage, if you wanted to do a liquid foundation but something not as full coverage because your skin is beautiful, then by all means, I'm jealous, and go for it. But I do full coverage. Then I'm going in with my Morphe M439. This is like a kabuki brush. It's denser so that your foundation doesn't sink in. You don't want your product to sink into your brush and then you lose half your brush. So you want something that's like more dense. I have one of these too. The Artis brushes like this, which are the beautiful, like uber expensive ones, are like ridiculous expensive. I got this one at TJ Maxx. And it's just something that has a ton of bristles, very dense, so that your foundation doesn't sink in. So I'm just start with that, and that's kind of just to give me, it goes faster. I could use a beauty or a makeup sponge, but in the morning I just don't have time, so I just do a makeup brush and kind of go back over it with beauty sponge, because it just takes a lot less time. The beauty sponge just takes a lot of work. So I mean, like a beauty sponge, it just takes a lot more time. It is, a lot of people, aka my YouTubers, say that you get a nicer finish. I just don't necessarily have time to pat and blend and yada yada yada. So I just do this and then I kind of go back over it. Okay, so that's one layer. My skin is currently like really a hot mess, which sucks. But I'm going in with kind of a second layer in some of the areas I need a little more coverage, which is currently like my cheek and under my chin area currently. So I just kind of do the same thing I just did, and I'm going to pat a little more this time, just to kind of fill it in and have it sink into my skin a little more, which is no wonder why I have bad skin, but you know, it's a vicious circle. So don't forget to kind of take it down your neck a little bit, or powder down your neck, whichever you feel is better for you. So this again was the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1. That's what I'm using today. My hair's a mess because I accidentally put a little too much product in it, and it's a little humid out, so it's kind of messy. So anyways, then I like to go in and just kind of pat it in a little, just to make sure that it's not streaky. That's why people use the makeup sponge instead of a brush, because it prevents it from being streaky. But like I said, I don't always have time, so I just kind of go back over it. So after that, I do my concealer. Right now I'm using, not right now, always, I use the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light. This was kind of like my winter color, but I'm still going to use it, obviously. You can get this only at Ulta. It's Tarte, and they sell it exclusively at Ulta, and it is phenomenal. I mean, it's better than any of the other ones I've used. It's like $24, so it's a little pricier, but totally worth it. If you wanted to do something cheaper, I also have the Wet n Wild concealer, the Photo Focus concealer, and this one is in the color Ivory, light Ivory. I usually go a little lighter under my eye. The color is lighter under my eye, so that's what is highlighted. It helps to get rid of dark circles and highlight that area. So that is what I always do next. So you can decide what you're going to use. You can use whatever concealer you have. I would recommend the Tarte, but that's just me. And again, if you don't have dark circles because your kids sleep great, or you don't have kids, then by all means, do you. I do. This is just what I do. This is also very full coverage. If you don't want full coverage, then you can find a concealer that is less full coverage. I start with my chin, and then I also like to kind of do my smile lines and under my nose. We're going out to eat tonight, so I know I'm going to be using a napkin and wiping my makeup off. I also blow my nose 1,000 times a day, so I know that this area of my makeup breaks up a lot, and it is harder to keep on just because of me being me. So I kind of put it a little bit thicker. You go on your nose just to kind of highlight that, and then your eyes. And then just blend that in. I would, like my wonderful YouTubers, like go fast forward through all this, but clearly I'm literally doing this on my phone and have no idea, nor do I have the time or money to spend on anything other than my phone and uploading this, so that's what you get. Sorry. Okay, next. Normally, on any other day, I would do CoverGirl Advanced Radiance, well, good thing my boobs are there. Advanced Radiance, and this is the color Ivory, and I do this all over my under eye, so everywhere where I just put concealer, I put this on there. But since today, A, it's hot, and B, I'm going on a date, I want to be a little bit extra glam, a little extra. So I take, sorry, backtrack. This is a beauty sponge that I like to use. It's a 2-in-1 deal. Mine are currently dirty, but they're eco sponges, and you can get them at Walmart, Walgreens, wherever. They're like $10 for 2 of them, and they're super nice. They have a flat edge, and then a round edge too. So, and then the little one's the same. I like to use these ones. I also have Real Techniques ones that are the orange ones, which I don't know where it is right now, but I have those as well. And they're kind of like, instead of a beauty blender, which one beauty blender is like $20, so I don't always find it to be something that I spend that kind of money on. Whoops. Sorry. So I just kind of dampened this little beauty blender, and I'm going in with RCMA No Color Powder. I got this on Beautylish, online, and I'm unscrewing the top, and I'm just dipping my beauty blender in there, or my makeup sponge in there, and I'm just pressing this under my eyes. This is called baking, and it just helps to make sure that the concealer doesn't move. So it just helps to keep it all in place and make sure that it's not moving, and it's just a little extra step. Like I don't do this on a school day, but it's nice to do in the summer. It's nice to do if you're going somewhere, if you have a wedding, and you don't want your makeup to move, because once you have it done, you just don't want to have to keep redoing it. So this really helps to kind of lock that in. So that's what I'm doing. Again, just for today. I don't do it any day. I don't do it at school, for work, whatever. So this is kind of what it looks like. And you have to let that sit and look ridiculous for a while. And like I said, I would normally, or my YouTubers normally would, fast forward through all this, but I don't have that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to keep talking. So the next thing, and again, this is not necessarily